Well, today we want to continue that journey on wine and talk about some new things that you may not have ever thought about, but you can do at home with your family and friends and have a good time in a safe, socially distant way during the holidays. All right, first of all, let's talk about this wine in particular. It is a red wine, as you can tell. It's from Argentina. Now, we've talked about this grape before. It's called the Malbec grape. And you'll see, first of all, the label is actually very artistic, and I think it's actually quite exquisitely put together. You'll see that the region is Mendoza, and you'll always have a vintage date, 2017. So it's had a few years. Now, we talked about the Malbec grape before, and actually we poured a Malbec from Chile, which is the neighboring country of Argentina. But the Malbec origin as a grape comes from France, and in fact, it is used in blending oftentimes in France with Bordeaux wines, which we'll talk about in the future as well, which make very long, earthy and age-worthy wines. The Malbec grape on its own can be very brilliant, and when it came to Argentina, the topography, the climate, the soil, all match beautifully to really show the expression of that grape in the wine. And as you can see from these two different glasses, it produces a deep, rich, wonderful wine that is great with pairing with meats that they do in Argentina, particularly beef, with chimichurri sauces and other things like that. So full flavored, full body. What we really want to talk to you today about is why I've got 3 different glasses in front of me when we've got only 1 bottle of wine and 1 taster, me. Lonnie can't taste today, obviously, because she's taking care of the video. So anyway, why do we have 3 glasses? Well, there's an art and science to it, and I want you to try this at home, that says the following, that different wines and different beverages will taste different in different types of glasses. Why? Because in your mouth, you've got your tongue and you've got your taste buds, and typically it's been known that they taste 4 different types of things: sweet, salty, bitter, and sour. And in the last number of years, there's been a big science about the 5th sense in your mouth, which is umami, which is very flavorful in Japanese cooking, which we talked about as well. Well, the science is that depending on the shape of the glass, the way it looks, the way the bulb or the top part of the glass is, how big it is, how small it is, it should match the type of wine that you have, because each wine has its own different type of characteristics. Whether you have a Chardonnay, whether you have a Pinot Noir, whether you have a Cabernet Sauvignon, whether you have a Malbec in this case, and when that wine is put in the different types of glasses, it pours it into your mouth in a certain way, and it delivers that flavor to that particular type of mouth to match the taste buds, to match the wine in the glass, to give you the biggest flavorful expression of that grape in the best way possible. You probably don't believe it until you try it out. I believe it because I've got different glasses at home, and I wanted to show you the different types of possibilities here in front of you to match that. So do this. Take 3 different glasses at home, pour that same bottle of wine in the 3 different glasses, and then I want you to taste them and tell me what you think. So we're gonna do that exact same thing here. All right, so I've got a stemless glass here, which has become very popular in the last 5 years. And it's just fun at parties to kind of hold the glass. What are you gonna do, right? ABC, which we've talked about before. You're gonna aerate, you're going to breathe, and then the fun part, you're gonna consume. So let's consume. All right, I get a very simple, profound flavor from here in that glass, but one that's still very enjoyable. This is from a particular type of line of glasses from a producer called Riedel. It rhymes with needle, so that's the way to do it. It's an Austrian company that makes it, and you'll see at the very bottom, I don't know, Lonnie, if you can kind of see this, the inscription of Riedel right at the bottom here. And they are an Austrian family that's been making this science and art into beautiful glasses. This is part of their tasting wine glass for generations and generations. And they have everything from water glasses to wine glasses to champagne glasses, you name it. And every particular kind is matched with a particular type of wine. So the first thing you'll notice in this simple glass that I actually picked up at Walmart compared to this Riedel line is that the bulb is different. The glass is finer, it's made of a certain type of material, and the smell is already different. So I have a little bit more expression of the smell in this one compared to this one, but you'll see that the wine sits up further as well. So you can imagine when I drink it, it's gonna push the wine further back into my mouth immediately. It just tastes that much more fuller and vibrant in my mouth as soon as I had it out of here compared to this glass. The third glass is bigger. It's from a different producer. You'll see the bulb of the glass, the top part is bigger, it's wider, it's heavier. One thing I've told you before, don't pour the wine all the way because you want it to aerate, right? So that's exactly what we're doing here. So let's smell now. It gives me more room to get more of the aromas out, which is aromas of tobacco and earth and minerals. And last thing, let's do the ABC, the C. So I get the wine coming into my mouth in the same place in the front there, but the back of my mouth is just full of flavor now, and I cannot wait for you to try this at home. If I had to choose out of the three, which one I think gives the best smell, flavor, aroma, the best taste comes out of here, the best aroma actually comes out of here, interestingly, Neil. But for everyday tasting and enjoyment, I would go for this. And I would pair this wine brilliantly with a piece of steak from Argentina with chimichurri. Mwah, fantastic. All right, everyone, be uncommon. Keep drinking wine. It's really great for you and healthy. And bring families and friends together. Have a great holiday and be safe. Be uncommon.